everyone, Holly Signorelli here, your money therapist, and it's Monday, it's Labor Day, and you know what that means. That means tomorrow everybody goes back to work, the kids are in school, and everything becomes very chaotic. It's just something that happens every year. It's like summer's over and everybody's ready to go full tilt ahead. So what I want to talk about is, coming up on the holidays too, is do you have a financial soulmate? Because if you're like most couples, you have one person that's the spender, one person that's very stingy or thrifty, somewhere in that category, and that's probably what you fight about when you do fight. Because remember, money is the #1 reason for divorce. And even if you're happy, when you do argue, which all couples do, it's probably about money. And especially coming up on the holidays, because again, people start thinking about this in September. So I want to give you a couple of scenarios. If you're both overspending, then you're probably getting yourself in a really bad bind. It's a very bad combination if you have two people spending and nobody's pulling in the reins. It probably means you're getting credit card debt and you're probably getting yourself in a really bad financial situation. I'm going to put this over here for another week. And if you're both really thrifty or stingy, you're probably going to have a great retirement, but I can tell you that people that I've worked with that didn't have any fun before retirement really regretted it, because they get to retirement and maybe they have unexpected health issues and they didn't have fun along the way. So we'll address that on another week also. But since the majority of couples have one of each, I'm just going to talk about a couple of scenarios, two different extremes. One is, right now everyone's talking about school and college, and some people have unexpected expenses at home. You know, those years where all of a sudden everything stops working, your refrigerator, your AC unit, and it just seems like everything's happening at once. These are temporary situations that happen to all homeowners. And even if you're renting, you have these kind of expenses too. So what happens is the spender of the relationship panics because they think, oh my gosh, we're going to have to buy all this stuff. And they will run out, and you know who you are, and they will spend a bunch of money because they're thinking, oh, we have to do all this stuff now to the house, the plumbing. I better run out and buy this toy first because I'm not going to get it for a long time. And then the stingy person, they will actually pull in the reins so tightly that even some of the basics aren't being covered in the finances. So what you need to do as a couple is come together and create a balance and a compromise. The spender needs to realize that this is a temporary situation. Don't run out and go buy something because you are going to horribly regret it later. It's just temporary. When this happened to me years ago at my townhouse, I thought, everything is breaking down at the same time. Well, I got through it. I knew it was temporary, and it ended up helping me sell my house in 1 week in a bad market. So you never know when this kind of thing happens to your house, something good will come out of it. And when you take care of those types of expenses, or college for your kids or whatever you're doing, you're going to feel really good about it if you don't run out and spend some money first and put yourself into a bind. So just, don't think that whatever's happening now is going to happen forever. Just realize it's temporary, and then you'll be okay. You won't go out and do anything compulsive because you'll realize that right around the corner that you'll be fine again. And the stingy person, you got to let go just a little bit. You might be having some financial strains, and yes, you need to pull in the reins, but that doesn't mean you can't still go out to eat once a week or have a few things like that. Maybe just do it on a little bit smaller scale. There are ways to, instead of going out to eat, have a nice steak dinner at home. And there's the compromises that you can make so it's not all or nothing. And then what you'll find as a couple is that you're actually a team now and you have balance instead of fighting about it. So now let's go out to the other extreme, which is very common. I see this all the time. You get a bonus. It might be a small bonus, a Christmas bonus. You might be with a big company where you get a small pay and then you get a big bonus as part of your commissions. So it doesn't matter what the dollar amount is. I would highly encourage you as a couple to split that money up at least 2 ways and put half of it in your savings and half of it go have fun. A lot of times people feel like when they get a bonus that it's not really part of their compensation, but guess what? it is part of your compensation. You're being compensated based on the overall projections that the company thinks that you're going to do, and if they bonus you instead of giving you a higher monthly rate, it's all part of your compensation. So it is easy to say, I'm going to go out and buy this toy, this is extra money, but I would really, really encourage you to split that between your savings and toys. And if you really, really, really want to be smart about it, you can split it up 3 ways. Think about the pie chart and save about 1/3 of it. Blow about 1/3 of it, have some fun, I mean that's why we're working, right? And then put 1/3 of it in an account for your house or car. We actually have an account called House and Car that we slide money into, and then that way if we want to do something to the house or the backyard or something does break down, we have the money there. And the cool thing about having that extra account is it's non-negotiable. Whatever's in there is part of a percentage that we put in there, and that's what we have, so that's what we can spend, and that really, really will keep you and your spouse from arguing about money. So let's get balanced, be a team player, not fight about money, whether the money's coming in or it's not, or it's going out, and you'll be a lot happier in your relationship. Everybody have a great fall. It's my favorite time of year, so I'm pretty excited. See you soon.